Let me briefly introduce you about Planes. We have established 2 years ago. In 2 years, we have designed, developed, and manufactured 5 satellites in-house. We have sent 3 of them. They are turning in the orbit already, and 2 of them are going in the November with SpaceX Transporter 9 mission. And the 3 satellites that are in the orbit now, has 2 of them already has their LoRa connections. So to start about the satellite and new space in the IoT connectivity, we should start with the new space. What is new space bringing us new? So it's mostly used for a paradigm shift for everyone to better understand the change between the old school, mostly governmental, military-based satellite ecosystem, space ecosystem, to new kind of commercialized, LEO-based, business and solution customer-based, new kind of space sector. So the key features for the new space is, first of all, its commercialization. It's making the business, the new kind of business. So it should be cheap enough and reachable enough for everybody. So it is innovative with the space and satellite technologies. It kind of has the emotion of entrepreneurship because it's really fast and it's really fast changing, and it's mostly customer solution oriented. And most importantly, since it's looking outside of the Earth to the Earth's problem, it should be collaborative because most of the people working in this sector is really highly educated and highly devoted people so that they can solve problems. And most of these kind of peoples, like here as well, collaborative. It's one of the most important aspects of the new space. So to talk about mostly about the satellite connectivity, let me give you a brief history about Planes. Planes is a joint venture of 2 companies established 2 years ago, as I said. The 2 umbrella companies has their own businesses in many other sectors like maritime, energy, IoT, manufacturing, electronics, and etc. So how we started is we have our own IoT business lineups already, and you can see some of them in here, Control-X, WiserSense as well. So we know the technological problems that our customers are issuing right now. So we know one of the most important problems is there are many different kind of network devices, many limited coverage of cellular networks so that you cannot connect in everywhere. So large numbers of investment necessities for expanding the network in general. Connectivity issues during the IoT applications in POC, after POC every time. So high prices of low bandwidth, high latency scenarios, and high massive number of connected devices with low data rate requirements. So we have faced with all those problems in our other business lines, and we have established Planes to look it from out of the earth. So the role of IoT, as we see in here in the new space, is to complement most of the connectivity issues, not to compete with all of them, to complement all of them actually, because that's a huge necessity out there. Most of you are coming in different sectors and you need different needs actually. So every technology will have its own place at the end. So you need to be collaborative in that sense as well. So we are not just working with LoRa, we are working with other technologies as well. So what we have brought in here, as I said, we have 2 satellites already working with LoRa, and we have established a new way that is, we call it hybrid connection. hybrid connectivity with direct to satellite and gateway to satellite connectivity. So that even if you need to track in non-terrestrial works that needs to connect directly, you can. Or even if you are in a mass number of communication need with IoT devices, you can also. We have many different applications coming from different needs, and most of you know more than me about the solutions that we can bring in the IoT part here. What we do is to connect all the sector IoT devices with direct to satellite and gateway to satellite, so that you can bring your complete solution to the customers, not just one connectivity, let's say. And also, Planes has its second business line as Earth observation. One of the other satellites has its own camera, so that you can even connect your IoT connectivity data with the Earth observation as well. Okay, so you can make the solution as big as you want. So how we do is, we have our own satellites, our own modules and modems and satellite access terminals, as we call them, gateways, so that you, with your device, you can connect to our satellite or our gateway with the LoRa or Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, whatever you want. So our gateways, if you have, for example, 5,000 devices there, coming from different technology, you can connect your devices to our satellite access terminal, and we will send the data to the satellite with our technology. And if you need one of them to connect separately to direct to satellite, you can also even do that. You can make it to gateway, or you can make it to satellite itself as well. So I will not go in deep about the technology, but I have a great team here. You can ask the hardest questions that you ever imagine, because they are really great. We have a booth out there. You can ask many detailed technical questions or in business questions, whatever you want. So direct to satellite is mostly, as we see here, will be used for non-terrestrial works and the tracking ones. So in the maritime, we have use cases. In the agriculture, we have many use cases. And forest monitoring, we have many use cases. And you can see many companies are searching for solutions here. So you can find solutions by coming our booth. So the gateway to satellite is something that brings them together, as I said. You can connect with many different technologies to our satellite access terminal, including our own module, so that you can send the complete data to the satellites. So our plan is to have 84 total satellites in 2026, but before coming here, you get a lot of revisit times, so we can give you a solution that's hybrid. So I cannot mention about the complete revisit times or the data rates, because it depending on your solution, we can give you something different from our solution-based products, so that you can use in that manner. So please, to learn more information about that, please come to booth and ask questions, as I said. Thank you for listening to me. If you have any questions directly to me, please ask. If not, yeah, there is some.
How does this technology of direct communication from devices to satellites work?
That's LoRa now, LoRa and LoRa LRFHSS. But we will include more to better give the solution for wide range. We are working on the 5G as well now. Yes, please.
In the previous slide, you showed 12 satellites. They are active now.
Sorry again, I can't.
In the last slide, you showed 12 satellites.
Actually, it's a mistake. I saw it, but it's 3 in orbit.
Yeah.
2 that will be going in November. So it will be 5 at the end of this year. Actually, it's written there as 2024, but we have changed our plans. New space is really fast. In 2024, we will be having in total 18 satellites. So there will be 13 going more next year, but this year we will have, at the end, we will have 5 satellites.
5 satellites.
Yes.
Okay, and so you have proven connectivity with those
Yes,
3 satellites
yes.
and devices that do work.
Yes.
Okay.
You can come and talk with what we did in the POC. You can come and talk, okay?
Okay, thank you.
There, please.
What technology do you use for the gateway to satellite? Is that also LoRa or is that some other?
No, it's our own modulation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's the part that we bring the solutions in many different aspects.
And sensor to gateway? That's a LoRa gateway then?
Sensor to gateway?
Sensor, so the IoT.
No, it's not just a LoRa gateway. It's a system of all gateways, let's say, so that you can connect with LoRa as well and Wi-Fi and Bluetooth as well.
Okay.
So that we call it satellite access terminal, but it includes a LoRa gateway.
Okay, so if I had a normal, let's say, a standard LoRa sensor, I
Yes.
could connect it to that gateway and then.
Yes, it's in the plan for Q2 2024.
Okay. Okay.
Any other questions? Thank you very much for your listening.